Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Wednesday, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world at last after all this time, and the world to New Zealand. Hey, so this is what Donald Trump was up to today. He was at the Holocaust Memorial. And he was praising the Holocaust survivors. It's one of those unusual sort of headlines. Like, what's the praise there? Good work, surviving. Well done, not dying. It's a weird situation. Good on him, I suppose. That's nice. But just while we're talking about him, meanwhile, Ivanka is at the W20. Women's World Summit, something or other, with a lot of other flash women, and she was jeered and booed when she tried to claim that Dad was into women's affairs and thinks that women are great, and it's hard being a daughter, I think. Dads do a lot of embarrassing things. In fact, some of us go out of our way to embarrass our daughters. Dad dancing, that's a big one. Saying things like, I don't know, totes and apropes. That's one. I said totes and apropes in front of my daughter's friends. That was very embarrassing, apparently. I mean, admittedly, I've never actually skited about sexually harassing people, on a television interview. I've never done anything that embarrassing, or embarrassing in that way, but I've done some embarrassing stuff. So, poor old Ivanka, I mean, she does what she can. Over the ditch in Russia, I had no idea how cool they are in Russia. A flash flood of fruit juice from a beverage plant in southern Russia has flowed into a town's streets and into the river Don. Does Donald know that there's a river called Don in southern Russia? Yeah, apparently the roof collapsed and torrents of a pinkish substance streamed down the streets. Come on, that is cool. Fruit juice in the streets. I'm looking at Russia in a whole new way. I'm now thinking of Russia as a kind of a Willy Wonka's chocolate factory kind of a place, where the streets are paved with fruit juice. That sounds awesome. Finally, the size of your device. Now, the big thing to come out of the Five Eyes meeting, which may or may not have happened here in New Zealand over the last not sure how many days. It's all very secret because it's Five Eyes and it's all about spying. Anyway, some secret people had a secret meeting, and the big takeaway from that was that we might also introduce some regulations about not being able to take devices that are larger than a smartphone onto the plane. Now, this is a nightmare, of course, because if you can't plug those toddlers into an iPad to keep them quiet, then it's not just making your trip horrible, it's making everybody else's trip horrible as well. And not only that, but I mean, how big is bigger than a smartphone? For example, I'm bringing you this through a Huawei P10 today, a 5.1-inch screen. But, some of the other devices that are out there, the plus-size devices, they might have a 6-inch, I can't even say it, I just get so excited thinking about it, a 6-inch screen or bigger. Is that bigger than a normal phone? Is that allowed on a plane or not? So many questions. Only secret answers. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me up your Periscope. I will see you back here again tomorrow, I promise.